Dalton Wilcox is here. Hello.
Yeehaw! Hot damn! How's it going?
You say yeehaw. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, he does.
Is it yeehaw hot damn, or is it just the yeehaw and then you added a hot damn?
I tell you what, I'm glad you asked me. It's yeehaw, and then the hot damn is purely optional. You can do it sometimes, and other times you don't have to do it. But the yeehaw, that should be considered compulsory.
Okay, fantastic.
You understand?
Welcome,
It's great
Dalton.
to see you again, Dalton.
Yeah,
It's great to be here.
You've been on this show before, I'm reading, and it's great to have you on.
I'll take your word for it. Hey, you insulted me a moment ago. I heard you talking about maybe he doesn't only writes poems.
Jason, why would you do that? Oh, no, you're talking to me?
He's talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
you,
talking
Scott.
to you. You say, but I don't know if he writes anything other than poems. You're about to hear the title of both of my books. Here it comes. You must buy your wife at least as much jewelry as you buy your horse, and other poems and observations, humorous and otherwise, from a life on the range. So there's observations as well as poems.
Well, there's also a third thing that you write, which is titles.
Yeah, titles. That's true. I wrote that title all by myself. Some people say to me, you must have had help. It's so long.
You must have had a ghostwriter. And you don't want a ghostwriter, right?
I'd never have a ghostwriter. Terrified of a ghostwriter.
Well, I mean, if there was a ghost around, Dalton, I seem to remember you having a real problem with the things of supernatural nature, Frankensteins, werewolves, vampires. I'm assuming ghosts falls into this category.
My friend, it'd be more accurate to say that they have a problem with me, because when I show up, they've got a problem. It meaning I'm going to kill them.
Oh,
Thank you for explaining that.
So their
very
problem is
confused.
that you're going to kill them.
Before you said that, I was like, what kind of problem would they have?
What I mean is, they've got a problem with me, and they've got a problem with me, and it's that I've got a problem with them.
This is like a snake eating another snake that's eating its own tail at this point.
I've seen that many times.
Is that what you say to them right before you kill them?
I say to them, man, you've got a problem with me, in particular in that I have a problem with you, and that's your problem.
How often do they reply with, huh?
Oh, all the time. 100% of the time.
110%.
110. Wait, I got to tell you the title of my second book. My follow-up book to the book I just told you about was titled The Fast and the Furious presents You Still Have to Buy Your Wife at Least as Much Jewelry as You Buy Your Horse, and even more poems and additional observations, humorous and otherwise, from a life still being lived on the range, by Dalton Wilcox, who also wrote the last book by Dalton Wilcox.
How did you get the Fast and the Furious franchise to present that? We've been talking on this show about, like, they started with Hobbs and Shaw presenting movies. They had a perfect opportunity to present Fast 9, and then they didn't do it. But instead,
Fast and the Furious did not present F9?
No, it didn't. No, the Furious
No, they
Saga,
didn't need to, because it's a mainline movie. It is the Fast and Furious. The only reason it's in front of Hobbs and Shaw is because Hobbs and Shaw isn't called Fast and Furious.
No.
I've seen the billboards, though. Wasn't it John Wick presents F9?
No, John Wick had nothing to
TikTok,
do with
Mr.
the TikTok
Walt.
man.
Wilcox. TikTok, Mr. Wilcox.
I think other movies should get into naming rights, much like stadiums and stuff like that, because like it's a perfect opportunity to hype your upcoming film. John
Again,
Wick 4
why aren't we going to see games at the Yoshinoya Beef Bowl Stadium?
Exactly.
That's a good question.
Nothing but Yoshinoya served. I mean, bowls of hot beef being walked up and down the aisles.
They should serve a hot beef injection. That should be their next product, don't you think?
Oh yeah. How does it get delivered?
Big syringe up the butt.
Jesus Christ.
If you inject something into your butt, does it come out the other way?
Hey, Scott, this is not that kind of show, okay?
All right, I'm sorry.
It's not
I apologize.
that kind of show. Be cool.
But back to my original question, how did Fast and Furious get involved with you?
Well, I called them up. Just looked them up in the Yellow Pages.
Really?
And
Under Fast and Furious or under Diesel, Vin?
I tried looking them up under Fast and Furious. I couldn't find them there. I found them under Fast Lube, which was I don't know. It turned out to be some kind of a car outfit. But I asked
them, Jiffy Lube competitor, I would think.
I think that must have been it. And I said to him, hey, do you mind if Fast and Furious presents my book? And the fellow said, no, it's fine with him. So that's how it came to be. Now, I have since received numerous letters of this, from lawyers and bullshit like that. And I'm saying, and I just write them back. I say, I fucking cleared this with Omar at Fast Lube. And you got an issue, take it up with him.
Is that what happened to Omar after The Wire? He went to go work for Fast Lube. R.I.P. Michael K.
All right, and it's very sad. That's a very sad story.
It's a very sad one. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we've been losing legends.
Him and Norm Macdonald. Very sad.
Yeah, you didn't have anything to do with that, did you, Dalton?
Look, I usually wait a few months before I discuss anything like that.
Too soon at this point?
It's too soon for me to admit that Michael K. Williams was a Frankenstein.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait a minute.
Is that what the K was for? That K in the middle of Frankenstein?
Yep, the K it stood for Ken Stein.
Because that's what Frank Ken Stein. Yeah,
Frank
wow.
K. Stein.
He has been on the show many times. He is the owner and proprietor of a place called the National Bobblehead Museum, I believe is what it's called. Maybe it's not. He'll correct me if I'm wrong. Please welcome back to the show, Darren Matichek.
Bobblehead buoy, bobblehead buoy.
Yes, thank you.
I got you good
Nice.
again.
You got me again. That's right.
I did. It's actually the National Bobblehead Museum and Hall of Fame, Scott.
That's right. So it's a Hall of Fame not for bobbleheads, but for players of sports. Is that right?
No, it's a Hall of Fame for bobbleheads and also a museum for bobbleheads. When we were coming up with the name, we had a huge fight, and finally everyone was like, fuck it, call it both.
So, but there is a portion of this place that serves as a Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
So
that's
there are
right.
some bobbleheads that are just regular bobbleheads in the museum, but some of the bobbleheads are Hall of Fame bobbleheads. Is that right?
Yes. And they only...
Are they bobbleheads of Hall of Fame players? Or
it can be anything. Whatever we consider Hall of Fame bobbleheads, you know? So
the best bobbleheads that are there.
The best bobbleheads. So recently there's only one that overlaps between the two at any time, and we rotate it out based on the vote of all the board members.
Oh, I would have thought you would have it right in the middle with like a big line going down the middle, like the apartment in The Odd Couple.
That's great. I'm going to take that idea and redesign our entire bobblehead museum and Hall of Fame. No, I'm not going to fucking do that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Hey, don't curse at me.
Wow, this guy gets it.
Hey, what the hell is a goddamn bobblehead?
Oh boy.
Oh, this is great. Oh, this is my hot zone. I get to give my money shots in the hot zone. So a bobblehead is a commemoration of any kind of figure in history, sports, whatever.
What about the future?
Yeah, it could be the future. I mean, this could be fictional, and then you shrink it down, but the head is a little bigger than the body, and the head bobbles.
Proportionally.
Yeah, proportionally.
The head is about the same size as the body.
You telling me you're shrinking people down?
No, not real people. I don't mean to alarm you. These are usually made out of plastics. The originals were made out of ceramics.
The fictional ones you're actually shrinking down.
Oh, yeah. The fictional ones are shrinking down. We have that technology.
Sure. So does this answer your question? Or I guess my question would be like, why does anyone like these?
What the heck? Scott, have you ever walked around your own house? It's full of bullshit that no one else likes.
Wait, you've been in my house?
I've seen pictures when you go live on Instagram with your pals.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious, Darren, how many bobbleheads are in the museum and Hall of Fame? Like what is is your collection? I'm assuming continues to grow. Are you like are you culling the herd at certain points? Does that make sense?
We haven't gotten to that.
That's more of a thing for Dalton.
Yeah. Sometimes you do have to cull the herd if you're doing a cattle drive and you got some cows that are just not up to the journey. I don't know if that's the case with bobbleheads. Do you ever have to drive your bobbleheads from, say, Wyoming to Nevada?
Nope. Sometimes we have to move them from one room to another.
Okay.
And that's if they're in the Hall of Fame or not.
Yeah. If we want to move them over to the museum, then we have to put them in a box and walk them over.
Well, I reckon there'd be some culling there.
Well, so far we haven't, but we have over 10,000 bobbleheads. And if you want to become a member, we sell memberships now. So
you have to be a member to walk in? I thought that anyone could just walk in off the street.
Anyone can walk in, but we have membership tiers that allow you benefits.
Oh, this is a lot like...
What are those bennies? Tell me about those bennies.
Yeah.
I drink membership tiers.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know what that means, but what are the
those salty membership tiers?
Yeah.
What are the levels? This is a lot like the CBB World Patreon, by the way, with the levels of membership. Anyway, I'd love to hear about these.
So there's a rookie membership, which is $20. There's a major leaguer membership, which is $50. Hall of Famer membership, $100, and lifetime membership, $1,000.
Whoa. Wait, so the others aren't for lifetime?
No,
What are they for?
And are those for per year, and then lifetime is for life?
Yeah, lifetime is definitely for life.
But do you have to pay that every year?
No, that's $1,000, and that's for life.
Okay.
So basically, if you do the math, the lifetime membership is really good, because if you get a rookie membership, but you plan on living, more than
40 more years?
40 more years, then lifetime membership makes sense. But if you think you're going to die soon, rookie membership makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many people think they're going to die soon and are spending their last moments on Earth going to your place?
You'd be surprised. It's like a cruise ship. People, there's a hospice wing. People just come to die while looking at bobbleheads.
Wow. How many does your museum operate as like a bucket list place for a lot of people? Like, is it one of the places that are on, some people are like, I want to go to every major league stadium and, see a game get played or whatever. Like, is the Bobblehead Museum like a bucket list place for people?
I never thought that it would be, but so many people on
You
their
gotta
way
have
out.
confidence in your own product.
Well, I love bobbleheads, but they're not for everybody. But so many times I've
And you
heard
admit,
people.
that's what's weird about. There's a quote of you saying that out in the front of your business.
Yeah, we hung it in a banner. It's in the same font as the Halloween stores that pop up every year.
And
But-
these, by the way, are stores near your place that
Yeah.
just celebrate the movies of Halloween,
Yeah, that's right.
including the David Gordon Green ones that have come out.
Yeah, and there's another one. They're going into production in a month for that
Yeah.
one.
How do you know this?
I don't know. I'm a big horror fan. Anyway,
I love horror. I love horror.
Could I just say, judging by the reaction, it sounds like all the rest of you already knew that cruise ships have hospice care. I didn't know that before now.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, okay. Nobody
I
said
didn't know that
anything about
either.
it.
I just rolled with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
all
Well,
right,
my
all right.
assumption, I'm not surprised because cruise ships have become floating death traps in the last few years. So I'm not surprised that they provide hospice care
It's a
because
good
so
idea.
many
I just hadn't heard
people,
it.
so many people are actively dying on cruise ships. In the last
Sometimes
few years.
non-floating death traps as well.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. A lot of times when you go to a museum, they tell you you may not touch any of the stuff here. Can you touch the bobbleheads and make their heads bobble?
Yep, we've got signs everywhere that said you can lightly tap the bobblehead.
Oh, okay. Because otherwise
wow.
you'd have to wait for an earthquake, which I don't know if they occur there in your
Or I
area.
guess you could mount it on some sort of thing that
Like a
provides
swing
a
or
little bit of a
something?
jostle or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wobbly
nice.
shelves.
Well, if you go visit the Barbed Wire Museum, they tell you they've got a sign up. It's funny as hell. It says, "Feel free to touch the barbed wire, but you might get cut."
Did you write that? Are you writing
I
signs
didn't write
now?
that.
Oh, okay.
No.
Wow. So it works out to be about 3 visits
Yeah, pretty
for
much.
the $25 tier. Yeah.
Yeah, which is it's a great deal to
Great
go
value.
for the tier. Yeah.
How
great
many people
value.
ever come back after they go through once?
Tons of people.
Oh, okay.
And do you
love
sell a lot of merch? Do you sell a lot of what do you got? T-shirts, baseball hats. I'm assuming
Bobbleheads?
Do you
I would
have
sell bobbleheads.
bobbleheads? Do you have bobbleheads of the museum?
Yeah. So Scott, last time I was on, we were talking about custom bobbleheads and
right.
how you can send in pictures of yourself or a friend and then make a custom bobblehead. And there's all kinds of different figures. You could have a businessman bobblehead that you base it off of.
How many
or,
people are just sending you like weird nude pictures?
A ton of people.
Well, but those are for to be fair, those are for boobleheads.
And do you sometimes make the bobblehead thinking that it's a real request, and then you're like, oh no, someone's just pranking me sending these nudes?
Yep, I got pranked. Everyone's pranking me sending their hot nudes. And then I'm like, oh, I got pranked. Time to 10-4. I got a 10-4 all over this
I
prank
gotta go
bobblehead.
10-4 all over it, good buddy.
Do you have a Tony the Tiger bobblehead? Because he's due.
Yeah, it's great.
Ooh, yeah, lots of those cereal mascots. I think like Snap, Crackle, and Pop bobblehead.
Toucan Sam.
Definitely.
Captain Crunch
Yeah.
bobblehead.
Do not
A lot of
do
snacks.
Count Chocula or Frankenberry or Boo Berry. Don't do them because they romanticize monsters for children.
Wow, now that's interesting.
Irresponsible.
How do you
Okay,
feel
yeah.
about somebody like the Hamburglar from McDonald's?
We would absolutely.
He's a criminal,
accept
though.
that.
Do you have criminals? Like, do you
criminal.
have a Bill Cosby bobblehead, and do you have a Pete
Whoa.
Rose bobblehead, and other criminals?
We have so many Pete Rose. We have a Pete Rose bobblehead from 1996 where he's at the ballot box voting for Bob Dole. That's one of the latest ones we got in. We got a Bill Cosby one where he's yelling at Hannibal Buress and saying, "I don't appreciate that."
Or did that happen in real life, or is that
you
fan
also
fiction?
also have a Hannibal Buress bobblehead then?
Yeah, that's right. We have a lot of
I was just going to ask, since I'm trying to find my ex-wife who turned out to be a vampire, would you be able to make a bobblehead, like essentially a missing person's bobblehead, just to make the search for this person more fun?
Now, before you answer this, Darren, hold on. You don't want this bobblehead to be life-sized with, like, working parts, do you, Dalton?
Well, I'm just saying it could. Yeah, if it's life size and light enough that you could sort of
put it on the back of
put
a
it-
horse?
put it in different positions and things like that, and bring it out.
All right,
All
let me
the
get
rain.
this straight. So you want me to commission a life-size bobblehead of your ex-wife, who's a vampire, that you can contort into different positions,
That's right.
and
And has perhaps some openings for a certain Yoshinoya product.
a beef bowl?
Think about the HBI.
Yeah, it's going to have at least 3 openings.
2
Okay.
ears.
Because Dalton's used to digging holes in the ground, so anything's better than that.
Well, no, that's a beautiful thing. That's very beautiful.
That's, yeah.
Sure, sure. No,
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
don't
trying
need
to
to
take
make
away
love
from your
to the earth.
relationship with Mother Earth.
Yeah, this would be like a side thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Guma.
Yeah, and by the way, if you're going to have sex with something that's not the Earth, you'd better get the Earth's permission. And she's usually cool about it. But you just
So
got to
what-
make it.
Would you do this, Darren? Would you make a life-size bobblehead? And if so, would it have to have a bigger head than normal, and would it have to bobble? Or could you make the
And
head life-size
you'd
as
need
well?
a pretty big spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd need a huge spring. So basically, I'd be, I'd have to get a sex doll just to, be a
What? That's not what we're talking about.
Just as a starting point. Yeah.
Just as a starting point, I'd have to get a sex doll, realistic pussy and anus, and then I get a huge
Thank you for being
bobblehead on.
clinical when you said anus. I maybe would have preferred you be clinical about the other one.
Vagina. My fault. Okay, right. So realistic vagina and anus, but huge bobblehead. Now the bobblehead would also shake its head no for consensual reasons.
Great.
Because
Hell no, I don't want that.
Yeah, is there a way to make the bobblehead where it only tilts up and down as if
Yeah.
saying yes?
I mean, yeah, but if you say that if you say Darren Matichek made this, I'm going to disavow it. I'm going to say,
that's
no, I
fine.
didn't.
You can renounce it. You can walk around 3 times in a circle around.
All right. Well, if the price is right, I'll make this.
Oh, okay. I have no money.
I thought you said you had cryptocurrency.
I only have like the equivalent of $4 billion in
Is that enough for
cryptocurrency.
this? I don't even know when it comes
I
to
don't
crypto.
know. It's going to be a pretty big bobblehead. I'm not sure.
So what are the new bobbleheads that are out there sweeping the nation right now? Obviously, this is our back to school month and kids are back in school. A lot's been going on in the news. And these bobbleheads, they come out fast and furious, speaking of the presenters of Dalton's book.
Oh, well, do you have any of the Fast and Furious characters?
Yep, we only have Hobbs and Shaw characters right now.
Oh, no.
wow.
So you got Hobbs's brother?
Yeah, we
Is
got
that who had a
Hobbs.
brother?
Hobbs's brother.
No. Shaw has a brother.
No,
Oh,
Hobbs
yeah,
has
sure.
the brother too, over there on the island.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, he does. He has a whole family that they go and see. But I thought you meant
Yes, no,
from,
Shaw definitely Deckard
and a
has a brother.
sister.
Yeah.
Deckard,
of
yeah,
course.
Deckard Shaw and
Of
the
course.
sister. Played
You got
by
all
Vanessa
all
Kirby.
these people, right?
I got all
Everybody's
those.
got a family. Everybody's got a family. It's Fast and Furious.
All their family members, even if they weren't in the movie, we built them out.
The whole family tree
Yeah,
is represented.
Shaw's father-in-law, Hobbs's niece.
This is the movie I want to see. Fast and Furious present Hobbs's father-in-law.
It's just extended family.
Yeah.
Fast
them
and Furious
arguing.
presents Hobbs and Shaw Family Reunion. I'd see that.
And then it's The Rock and Jason Statham playing each character like the Clumps.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, this is a recipe for success.
I got to see this right away.